Namaste children. Today we are going to start with the next new chapter in Maths. That is the third unit. Before that, let me give you a small introduction, okay? Whenever we want to buy a certain thing, we always go to the shop and ask its price, okay? And if you feel that the price is higher, what we will do? We will go to another shop and ask its price. If the quality is same in both the shops, which one will we prefer? We will go to the shop which gives us the lesser amount, right? We are actually comparing the price and selecting which one we need. Okay? So comparing these quantities, we can term it as ratio. Okay? So this unit, we are going to study ratio and proportion. The first half of the unit is going to be about ratios. So first, shall we start with that? What is a ratio? As I told earlier, comparing two quantities and also relating that with each other is called as a ratio. Clear? Now look at this example. Here are 5 girls and 15 boys. This is the total strength in a class, and I am telling 5 girls are there and 15 boys are there. I am comparing, okay? And going to list it out in the form of a ratio, that is 5:, a colon will be kept, and then 15 I am writing. This should be read as 5:15. Also we can write it as 5:15, that is 5:15, or also we can write it as 5/15, okay, or 5:15. You can represent ratio in these 3 formats, okay. Next one. Basically, we are representing a fraction form in the ratio. Suppose if it is 1/2 and I am asking you to give it in the form of a ratio, how we will write? 1:2. So basically, all the fractions can be called as a ratio. Clear? The only thing different between a fraction and a ratio is, in fraction we are just dividing and writing the answer, but in ratio we are going to divide it and relate with each other. Okay children? Now there are few properties of ratios. Let us see what are those properties, okay? A ratio has no unit. No unit means we all have standard Indian units, right? For milk, how you will measure? We measure it in liters. Same way, when you are going to compare the weight of the milk and write it in the form of a ratio, you should not write like 12 liters is to 5 liter. Okay, when you're writing it is in the form of a ratio, it should be just written as 12:5. First property is a ratio has no unit. Clear? Now the second one, two quantities of a ratio should be of the same unit. When you're going to compare the weight of the milk, can you compare it with the weight of the iron rod? No, both are different with each other. Third property, each number of the ratio is called a term. Now look at this ratio, 12:5. So 12 is one term and 5 is another one term. Okay, so each number in the ratio we can call it as a term. Next one, the order of the terms in a ratio cannot be reversed. Now we have written 12:5. You cannot reverse it. That is, you cannot write it as 5:12 and say both are equal. Okay? Because we are comparing one item with another one item. You cannot compare it in the opposite way and say it gives the same meaning. Okay, children? Next. Look at the first sum. Write the ratio of red tiles to blue tiles and yellow tiles to red tiles. First, let us solve red tiles to blue tiles. Count how many red tiles are here. 1 and 2. And the number of blue tiles is 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So first, we must write the number of red tiles. The count is 2. Okay. Next, the number of blue tiles is 3. And we are going to find the ratio. So therefore, we are using this ratio symbol. Okay. So this is the first part answer. That is, red tiles to blue tiles can be represented as 2:3. Now look at the second part of the question. yellow tiles to red tiles. Count the number of yellow tiles here. It is 1 and 2. Okay, so the number of yellow tiles is 2 and red tiles is, already we have found out, it is 2. Okay, then we can stop with this. But look at this fraction, look at this ratio. We can write it as 2 by 2. And something is similar, right? Yes, both are the same terms. So we can cancel out easily. So we can write it one time. So the answer will be 1 by 1. So can we simplify and write it like this? Yes, both are equivalent fractions to each other. Clear? So if you find anything common there, you can simplify and write it in the form of a ratio. Clear, children? So this is how you will solve the sum. First you have to write red is to blue and then the ratio. Then yellow is to red and then the ratio. And further we can simplify and write it as 1 is to 1. Now look at the next question. Write the ratio of blue tiles to that of red tiles and red tiles to that of total tiles. First, we are going to find out the ratio of blue tiles and red tiles. Count the number of blue tiles. 1, 2 and 3. So blue tiles number is 3. To that of red tiles. Count the red tiles now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the value for blue tiles to that of red tiles is 3 is to 5. Next one, red tiles to that of total tiles. How many red tiles did we find? We found out 5 red tiles. To the total tiles, irrespective of the color, we should count all the tiles and tell. Okay. So let us count the tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so the answer is 5 is to 8. In these sums, there is nothing common between the two ratios, two terms. So we cannot cancel anything. Clear, children? Now look at the next question. Write the ratio of shaded portion to the unshaded portions in the following shapes. They have given you one shape and you are going to find out the ratio of shaded to the unshaded portion. Okay, now look at the first chart. How many shaded portions are here? Shaded means colored or filled. Okay, now there is one shaded portion here. So we can write it as 1 is 2. Since the shaded portion is given in the first, we are writing the value first. Okay, then unshaded portion is 1 and 2. So the ratio is 1 is to 2. Is it clear? Now look at the next question. First count the shaded portions. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 portions are shaded here. And how many portions are unshaded in this cube? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so the unshaded portion is 4. So this is the final answer. If there is anything that we can simplify, we can do it. But here in this sum, we can stop with this. Okay, children? Is it clear? Look at this. Try this box. If the given quantity is in the same unit, put tick. Otherwise, you have to put a cross mark in the table. Okay? First one, 5 centimeter and 100 centimeter. First value is given in centimeters and the next one is also given in centimeters. So both are same values, right? Same units, right? So can we put a tick mark? Yes. Second one, 5 rupees and 50 oranges. First value is given in rupees. Second value is given as the number of oranges. Is it same? No. Both are different. So you are going to put a cross mark. Same way you are going to check and do this box on your own. Is it clear, children? You have to check for the values and the units and then fill this box. Now, ratios in simplest form. We already saw that how to simplify when you are having the same multiples. Okay. Now, there is a large rope given and one is 4 meter and the smaller rope is 2 meters. Okay. Now look at this 4 and 2. Can you find any common multiple? Yes, both are divisible by 2, right? So we can write it as 4 by 2. And then can we cancel it? This will one time and this one goes 2 time. So the ratio becomes 2 by 1 and we can represent it as 2:1. Okay. So this is the simplest form of 4:2. Clear, children? This is how we are going to simplify the ratio and write. Clear? And look at the next question. Find the simplified form of the following ratios. They have given you a ratio and you are going to simplify it and write. First one, 15:20. First step, you have to write it in the form of a fraction. Okay. Now check whether it has common multiples. Yes. Both are divisible by 5, right? So this goes 3 times and this goes 4 times. Okay, 3 5s are 15 and 4 5s are 20. So the simplified version is 3 by 4. And how you will represent it in the form of a ratio? 3:4. Okay, so the simplified form of 15:20 is 3:4. Clear? Now same way, look at the third sum. 7:15 is the question. First step, writing in the form of a fraction, and then you are checking for any common multiples. Is there anything to be cancelled here? No. So the answer should be represented as 7:15. You are going to write it as such. Okay, children? Clear? So this is how you will write it down. Then for homework, you are going to do the try this box and the sums that we discussed now. Clear? Let's meet in next class. Thank you, children.